It is day 6 here. Brian and I at the campground getting ready to put in to continue our journey toward Dawson City. Brian's back there, he's got his canoe already down there. My kayak's pretty much loaded up, ready to go. And also this morning, we say goodbye to Tim Simpson and Brad Moore.
It's good paddling with you,
buddy.
buddy.
Paddling with both
nice
you guys.
Nice to meet you.
And
Nice to meet you. Enjoyed it. Be safe on your way home. And
I need to get your inReach link so I can follow you going down.
And we're going to do that, and we're definitely going to catch up in the future. So it's been a great trip, and I look forward to more, and hope these guys get home safely.
Yep, you too.
I didn't ask if you might want my sail. It's in the garbage can up there. I'm not even carrying it back home.
Your what?
My sail.
Oh, your sail. No, I'll be all right.
Yeah, man. Nice meeting you. Nice paddling with you.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about your cell phone. Like you threw your cell phone away. What?
Sail. I was like, I'm not even putting that back in the box.
Yeah, I'll give you my sail too. You can have it.
Yeah, there was plenty of wind, but also plenty of waves.
All right, we'll see you.
See you, man. Safe travels.
You guys too. Safe getting home.
You sure you don't want me to hold it? It'll be a long time.
This wind is insane right now. Apparently I was charging bears and didn't know it. You ready? All right, I'm here.
I gotta put my gloves on.
All right, I'll just float. Got my GPS. Here we are, day 6. So it looks like it's just gonna be me and Brian most likely going to Dawson here. Mitchell and Jack are probably 10 or 15 miles behind. They're not on as tight of a schedule as we are. We have to get back so we can catch our flights back to Whitehorse, so we can catch our flights back home. So it doesn't really align with their plans. So we're kind of ahead and plan on staying ahead unless they can catch up with us. However, we are not. The plan is not to kill ourselves out here. We have to average over the next 8 days. I believe 31 miles a day. So we've averaged more than that in the first 5, so really should be no problem. And you know, we may even be able to get into Dawson a little bit early, which would be cool. So you know, we'll see how this goes, but here we go, day 6. Gonna leave Carmack here. We're actually gonna go through Carmack before we leave it, and we're gonna hit 5 Finger Rapids today. So that will probably be the highlight of the day. The Tamer line is supposed to be on the river right, so we're going to be taking that line through 5 Finger area. Forecast is looking good. Forecast has kind of sucked in the beginning of this trip, but it's looking good kind of going forward. So hopefully that kind of trends in the right direction as it is, and we'll be in a great place. Hopefully be able to get to camp a little sooner some of these days, get some better rest so we can get on the water a little earlier, because we'd rather paddle earlier than later. Later is when these winds are getting bad. However, the forecast is looking better for the winds too. So all around it's just looking good. Let's do it. So I don't know if I ever updated you guys kind of on my solar charger situation, but if I haven't, so the first couple of days, I have a solar battery pack that I had ran out that I was trying to charge up, and it didn't charge at all. And it was in the sun a good bit. I think it was on day 2 and maybe day 3 as well. Couldn't get to charge a lick. So then I moved on to a 10,000 mAh just battery pack, and that one 2 days ago, with probably 2-3 hours of sunlight, charged up to 3/4 of the way full. And yesterday, not a whole lot of sun yesterday either, it charged up all the way. So now I am confident that you know, it's just those solar battery packs that aren't going to charge up. That the regular battery packs, which I have a total of 3 10,000 and 2 25,000. So I think those are all going to charge up no issues. So I think I'm good on battery power and the solar charging. It was just those solar battery pack chargers, those were the issue. So yeah, so we're just leaving Carmacks now. Probably still within a couple miles of Carmacks. Good current. Moving at 7.6, 7.7 with a really easy paddle. 5 Finger Rapids is at mile marker. I think it'll be 23 on the day. So that'll be supposed to be just a spectacular area. Really excited to go through there. And you know, we're hearing all these stories of people seeing all kinds of wildlife and all that along their float and their journey. And Brian and I talking, and also Brad and Tim, we've seen like nothing. So maybe that'll change, but I think it's just kind of avoiding us. So definitely hoping to see some of that as we move forward, and hope to get some drone footage for you guys as well, because the weather forecast is finally looking a lot better as we move into the coming days. The first 5 days was pretty cold, pretty rough weather, rough lake and all that stuff. And as you heard, my phone just whacked. We're still close enough to Carmacks that we still have a signal, cell signal. We'll lose that soon, but yeah, so downriver we go. So we have already made it 10 miles today. Ever since we left Carmacks, flow has been outstanding. The flow's been right around 6.5, 7 miles an hour. So we're just kind of just flying here, really easy paddle right now. So we have about, I think, 12-13 miles to Five Finger Rapids. We're going to get out before that and kind of make sure we're where we need to be with that rapid when we get there. But beautiful day out here, just enjoying the river, enjoying the landscape right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of rocks right in the center. Oh yeah. So the river's kind of changing here. We're starting to notice more like kind of bigger, kind of better, huge sand and beach gravel bars. And the scenery is picking back up again. The current has remained pretty good. Right now is about the slowest it's been, and we're still going about 4. So Brian and I have reached the 200-mile marker of this trip, meaning we have approximately 225 miles left. Today has been super great. Just amazing weather, amazing current. We've already made 20 miles in 3 hours, or maybe a little less than 3 hours. Here in the next few miles, we are coming up on Five Finger Rapids. That should be the biggest adventure, well, maybe not adventure of this trip, but the biggest pre-known adventure of this trip. And it's supposed to be just spectacular views through there, so we should be there shortly. Just left this really cool beachy area just to kind of look for a campsite where we might want to find one, took the jacket off, and coming right up on Five Finger. GoPro turn on. We're pretty much there, Brian. What? I think it continues. I don't think it's just one little thing. I think it wraps around the bend. I think it wraps around the bend. So we're trying to stay the right side and proceed with caution here. Just having a canoe and a full boat of gear for this long expedition trip. Neither of us really want to take a dump here into the water. That would not be ideal. So Little Rapids start here on the left side. Look like maybe class 1 to class 2. Here. I'm gonna try not to anyway. I think we want to take that right of the big boulder. Look at that though. Yeah, so it looks like the real rapidy part is that way. We might get something here too. I'm really not sure, but there's a nice eddy here right before it on the right. But I am seeing some white up there, so I do think we're going to have something coming up. And we got some onlookers up top there.
Sometimes I play it safe, and you can see it. It's easy for me to show, but sometimes I'm really brave.
Which is beautiful.
And that just means that I'll try again tomorrow. It's my doubt created mountains where the valleys used to be. Gotta change perspective if I really want to see that sunrise over the water. I swam over and under, get lost in all the wonder, never call it quits. No, when life hit me hard, I went faster far. I just gotta remember I was made for this. I was made for this. I live among the waves, let them take me as far as they want to go. And it's time for me to say, they won't break me, I'm braver than I know. It's my doubt created mountains where the valleys used to be. Gotta change perspective if I really want to see it. Sunrise over the water, I swam over and under, get lost in all the wonder, never call it quits. No, when life hit me up harder, I went faster and farther. I just gotta remember I was made for this. Oh, such a time as this. It's my doubt creating mountains where the valleys used to be. And all the things I thought I knew were changing like the seas. Yeah. But I've overcome it all and I'm still here. Oh, I gotta change perspectives if I really want to
Beautiful.
see.
This side of the rapids aren't much.
Sunrise over the water, I swam over and under, get lost in all the wonder, never call it quits. No, when life hit me up harder, I went faster and farther. I just gotta remember I was made for this. Oh, such a time as this. I was made for this.
Absolutely amazing. Oh my god, just beautiful. Pretty cool we had some onlookers there too. Looks like the rapids continue a little bit up here. I can hear running water anyway. So they may continue just a bit. For me, since we left Carmack, this is the most beautiful stretch of river I have ever seen. So in front of us we have Rink Rapids. I actually don't know really much about this. It looks bigger on the right, but it kind of looks like the rapids are spreading the entire length of the river too. I think I'm gonna go more center on this, just so I sort of have options from there. Looks like the flow's pushing you left to right. Looks like a little class 2 fun over there is what it looks like. Oh yeah. looks like Brian followed my line. Ended up being probably the best line to take for trying to avoid the bigger stuff. Went center through the first part, and then the current kind of pushed you to the right through the second part. Just mild rapids. Really nothing crazy. Even if we would have hit the meat of the Rink Rapids on the right, it still was nothing but a class 2. It still was pretty manageable, probably in whatever boat you're in. So we are looking for camp here. According to the map, there should be a left channel to this island here, and there should be a good camp spot on the left. I think it's once we get up here a little further. Okay, I think it should be right up here. This island is a lot longer than I thought it was. I think they're considering that all one island. So we were unable to locate that camp. It said good camp on the map, but we were unable to locate it. But right up here further, it's looking like they're saying there's more potential camp spots. So we're just gonna keep hugging this left shoulder for now. Small, good cabin, good camp. Maris Creek. Should be a Maris Creek coming in. That should be Merritt's Island. Most of these camps that we found have a noticeable spot to get out of the water. I haven't seen anything here right on the shore, but a lot of this looks like it'd be good up there. But this is not a good place to get out. Yeah, there's just nowhere to put the boats down here and get them up on a shore there. So. We never could find the first camp that said good camp, but there was another one listed not far upstream, not far downstream, right up here on the left. But unfortunately, there's some boats there, so that one is taken. So we're gonna have to continue downstream looking for one. And what stinks is we really wasted some time getting downriver here because where we went was completely out of the flow of the main river. We're getting ready to catch the flow back up with the main river here and hopefully be able to track down a place to sleep. So Brian is going to look at this island behind me. I'm going over here because according to the map it says right over here. But man, it's not working out. We're not finding what we think we should be finding. I should be able to still get back to that island. The eddy water behind it. I'm not seeing anything here. I'm gonna head over to the island before I'm not able to get over there. We are struggling to find a campsite today. We found one. We thought we were gonna find one around 35, 36 mile marker. We're now probably at about 42 for the day. There is a good large spot listed. I'm not even sure how far up here. It's a good ways up here. But we're kind of checking out these islands and the shoreline, see if we can find something that can work. But right now, it seems that either it's too overgrown or it's too steep and too hard to get to. So we're dealing with one of those two things at the moment. Does that lead anywhere?
Talking about there?
I was talking about on your left. Well, there too. Oh no, it just goes into a big bush. Never mind. Never mind. So we are about 2 miles from what is listed as a big camp. We're making our way there, really hoping nobody is there because we already missed out on our last potential camp spot because someone was there. And starting to get pretty tired. It's starting to get later in the day. We were hoping to make this a shorter day. We were hoping to be off the water by, you know, by 6 o'clock, and now it's rolling on. It's 7:37, so it's definitely getting later. If this camp works out, it's going to be probably about 8 o'clock. If it doesn't work out, then we're looking at a really, really long day. So the only good part about it is, I mean, we have, you know, we're making most of tomorrow's miles today. We're not necessarily trying to be ahead of schedule because we have a flight, you know, at a certain time, so we don't need to get to Dawson crazy early. We're trying to pace ourselves, but if you can't find a camp, you got to keep going. So that's sort of what we're at. So downriver, there is a right bend up here. We're going to get to the right bend. There's going to be 2 islands, a small island and a bigger island. And this camp is supposed to be towards the middle to later half of this big island.
I think so.
So we have just found camp, and it is looking like a 47-mile day again. Roughly 47 miles up a hill for a camp. Just getting here. It actually looks pretty dang nice. Not seeing any facilities or anything like that. Couple fire rings. Really open area. It's actually quite nice. So to put it in perspective, we only needed to do around 31 miles a day to reach Dawson when we need to. We did 47 today, which is fine, but we were trying to find a camp at about the 35-mile marker. We had one picked out, and it just didn't quite work out. Lots of cut wood down here. Kind of interesting. This is as open as any campsite I've ever seen. Riverside here. So yeah, we're gonna get stuff set up and probably crash.